Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semifinal collision. Texas. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Keeping it on the ground here. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Recovery by the defense, headed the other way. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? Touchdown, Longhorns on the scoop and score. Potential momentum shift there. They scoop up the fumble and score on it.
Boy, you just got to give credit to this defender for locating the ball, getting his hands on it, and then scooping it and scoring. So often you see guys that just want to go down. This guy realized, hey, I got athletic ability. I can pick it up and score myself.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They test the middle and get stuck. That is just not open for business today.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Can he get there on the ground? Looks like Missouri will have the first down.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back, get the first down on this third and short, see what you can do from here.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Trying to extend the play. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. Big gain across midfield all the way down to the 34-yard line.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
This Missouri offense is moving quickly down the field. First down, looking to throw the football. Short connection to the tight end here. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
An inside give now from the shotgun.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Tipped and then drops. A chance to make a play, but instead it's third down.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break, but that ball's not intercepted.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Snags the quick throw. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, third down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, the quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a first down.
Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They're going to run it. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Second down play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. On the run here. Let's it go. Receiver makes the catch. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. Third and short now from the 44. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. The Longhorns keep the football on the move.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The Longhorns will line up on 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play, brings up 2nd down. Here's the toss play now, running left. An impressive spin there. Eventually will tackle him, but what a spin move to earn him the first down.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier,
And he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
Offense will set up on 1st and 10. There's the handoff. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Well, the defense coordinator this week always telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Here's the 2nd down play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Catch made by the tight end. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage. Tackle was made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Toss play to the outside. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Bought some time, now lets it go. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
They're able to get a short gain to make this 3rd down a little bit more manageable. But it is 3rd and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any potential blitzes here on 3rd and long.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's getting 4th down and inches.
The offense has a big play here, but they really put themselves in a hole on 1st and 2nd down. That's why they've needed to try to play catch-up. They get some great yards there on 3rd down, but it's still 4th down. Can they pick up the 1st?
The offense stays on the field, of course. It's 4th down and inches. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the 1st down line. Just punch it in and pick up a 1st down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
Longhorns looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
All right, 2nd down and goal now for this offense. And they're trying to punch it in here. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. That kind of execution for a long drive, that's why this team made it in the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up 1st downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Off play action. He's looking to throw. Fires it on the move. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time. Off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 2. They'll try to run for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
The pocket breaking down. Decides not to throw it and will take an enormous loss on this sack.
Well, that's their 2nd sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy is going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Running it back, it's Thomas, and the returner will be brought down. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? They call the draw play here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end. He shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. They look to throw it here on second down. Fires it to the wideout. And it's complete downfield. An explosive game, big play, moves the ball inside the 40. First down here for this offense. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that previous play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Sideline route, but he's out of bounds before the first down marker.
Well, if you're not careful as a quarterback, this is the kind of route that defensive back wants to jump and get in front of for an interception and maybe a touchdown going the other way. But this time, the receiver runs it well, brings it in, and then gets out of bounds.
That completion sets up an important third down play. Can he make it to the marker? Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now.
Man, I love the toughness from this offense here on third down and short. Being able to get behind a big physical offensive line. They get a hat on a hat, get enough of a push, and the back is able to get behind there and find just enough real estate to pick up the first down.
The Longhorns will have 1st and 10 here. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He's going to take off. Went up for the first, but still going. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Longhorns line it up with 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Longhorns. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense is shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
Now the all-important extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. Backed up this close to their end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain in that play. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Trying to create outside the pocket now. He lets it go on the move. And he's got his man open downfield. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Second down, we're going to throw it. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers.
I love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
The extra point is good. They're down by a touchdown, 21-14. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Just time enough for one more play in the half. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for a deep completion. And the pass falls incomplete in the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this third quarter underway. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. The Longhorns offense takes the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Ball handed off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Crucial third down play right here. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. And a huge gain. They finally bring him down at the 11.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
Longhorns line up on 1st and 10 now. Trying to run it. It's Thomas. Touchdown, Texas. Still no answer for this offense. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense adding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Texas.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Running with purpose. Breaking free at the 35. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. And that big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to about the 36.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
And there's the handoff. Finding some room at the 25. Tackle made after a big gain.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Missouri now in the red zone. They're going to run it here. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. He flips it to the back across the middle. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Here we go. 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. They'll try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. So no hesitation. The offense is on the field to go for it here. It's a crucial play. Movement at the second level of the defense now. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
That's how you know an offensive coordinator really believes in the offensive line. You get to 4th down, you don't spread out a defense and try to create a one-on-one matchup and throw the ball. You go the old-fashioned way. You get behind that offensive line, get the yards you need, and you extend this drive with that 1st down.
Here we go, 1st and goal. A touchdown here gets them right back into this game. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. Second down and goal upcoming. A run to the left, trying to find Pater. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Positive yards, that's all you want to see as an offense. As long as you're moving the ball forward, it's going to give you a chance to continue to get 1st downs. What are they looking at now? 3rd and inches, it looks like.
On 3rd and goal, they've got to cut into this big lead. Probably 4. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get the touchdown.
Point after, not quite through. Now they get set to kick it away. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. He just came flying in to lay the lumber immediately.
What a great job of timing up the blitz here by the backer. I don't know how this running back held on to the football, because as soon as he got his hands on it, he got hit hard.
Second down play coming up for this offense. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. On the run, he'll let it go. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Longhorns with 1st and 10 here. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Longhorns. Still no answer for this offensive machine. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next level speed.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. On 1st down, it's play action. Trying to create here on the move. That one is knocked away and incomplete. Good defensive play on the last play of the 3rd quarter.
Texas, 35. Missouri, 21.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. They'll try a pass here. And this pass is on target, caught. And they wrap it up after the completion, just short of the 1st down marker.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It will cost him 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that 3rd down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a 1st down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got 4th down.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Breaks loose at the 45. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Gutsy call to go for it, but it works. The quarterback and the receiver are in sync, and you pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's escaping the pocket now. Using his legs here. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Missouri now operating in the red zone. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
You know, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Ball back at the 10-yard line now for second and goal. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Oh, and it's almost picked off. A chance for their first interception today. Going to set up third down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw.
And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here?
Well, this is where you really rely on your offensive line. Late in the game, you got the lead. You got to run the football. They know you're going to run the football. Get behind that big offensive line, run that running back, make sure he protects the football. You got a great chance at a victory.
Important second down play coming up. Some pre-snap movement, back in motion. They can't slow him down. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
Now I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. He's moving out of the pocket. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Hey, I understand the aggressive approach here on third down and long, trying to pick up the first down, but look at the scoreboard. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. Smart play would have been to keep running the football, work the clock, force them to use their timeouts. Now at fourth down and long with the lead, tough decision here. I think you got to punt it away.
Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Quick throw complete to the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there, big versus big.
Hey, you're down by a couple possessions late in the game. That's exactly how you want to start this drive. Let's see what they can do with it after that nice game.
Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. We can see this second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Catch made on the out route. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38. Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Missouri now in the red zone. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Tigers. Kirk, you look for rust, you look for jitters in the opening drive. Not any sign of it for that offense.
You know, the offensive coordinator, when we talked with him this week, he had a feeling that this offense was going to be able to start fast. But I don't even know if he thought they would look this good this early.
And now the try here for the extra point. PAT is good, they still trail though. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Can they play key boy here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Short loss in the play sets up 2nd and long from the 18. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to 1st down yardage yet. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So a very makeable 3rd down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. It's an out route. The catch made. Gets into space at the 50. And a big gain across midfield, moves the ball inside the enemy 40-yard line.
Chris, that could maybe be the play of the game. 3rd down late in a game like this, you got a quarterback that can deliver for you. He puts it on the money, they get the 1st down, and you keep that clock moving.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Now here's the toss play. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Longhorns come into the final minute hoping to run the clock out here and win it. And now the running back's got it again. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
No gain there. This defense has been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back. That's on Kirk.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming plays.
one is no good. And after the miss, it's still a 7-point lead. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.